Emmerdale spoilers. Cathy Hope devastated by Bob Hope's declaration after tragic demise. The relationship between father and daughter Bob Hope and Cathy Hope remains on a knife edge after Thursday's Emmerdale, with Bob blaming Cathy for the death of her brother Heath. Cathy stole Wendy's car to drive herself, Heath and Angelica King to a New Year party in Houghton. Wendy and Bob set off in pursuit, eventually discovering the car crashed at the side of the road. Angelica and Cathy had minor injuries but had already got out of the car. Heath was still inside, and died of his injuries. With Cathy having been behind the wheel when they left the village, witnessed by April and of course by the viewers, it was natural to assume that she was driving when the accident happened. But she has since insisted that it was Angelica who was driving the car at the time. Brenda fully accepted Cathy's version of events and urged Bob to do the same, but when Nicola defended Angelica by pointing out that Cathy's previous behavior has been erratic and sometimes dangerous, Bob changed his mind. In this episode, Bob was still holding on to this position. Cathy has told lie after lie after lie, he told Wendy. He thought that Cathy had never cared about Heath, remembering the time she smashed his guitar up. Cathy suffers from a condition called PMDD that causes her to have massive mood swings, and the guitar incident was caused by that, but in Bob's anger and grief he was ignoring that. Later Bob went to the crash site, where people had been laying flowers. Liam was also there, and when Bob said he hated the fact that the site had become a makeshift shrine, Liam explained that people needed to express and share their grief. He talked about his daughter Leanna's death and how he was so wrapped up in how he was feeling that he didn't realize other people were also grieving for her. He gently reminded Bob that Cathy also needed his support. However he was feeling in this moment, he had to realize that what he did now could affect the rest of the moments in his life really badly. Bob knew after this that he needed to go and see Cathy and went to find her. Unfortunately, when he did find her, she just confronted Angelica, urging her to tell the truth about who was driving when the car crashed. "Tell them you're a murderer or I swear I'll." Bob heard her shouting, and in his mind she was back to behaving exactly how she had when she smashed Heath's guitar. He accused her of being up to her old tricks and bullying Angelica. Cathy was horrified when her dad insisted that she was responsible for Heath's death and she can't manipulate her way out of it. Have Cathy and Bob been torn apart forever?
Xin chào các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh Spoiler. Vừa rồi các bạn đã theo dõi một sản phẩm của chúng tôi